Hello, this is such an odd time to be live. So I wanted to come on here really quick just because one, this is the last in the hot seat for 2020. This has been quite a journey and a random journey, but it's been awesome nonetheless. So now I'm going to sit back and kind of rearrange some things and make things a little bit better in this realm and some other stuff. So this is going to be the last episode. If you signed up previously, have not gone on for whatever reason, we did send out some emails a few weeks ago. Just make sure to check your spam or promotionals tab just in case it may have ended up there. If you still need help, just let us know. But in the meantime, in the hot seat, craziness, but it's coming to an end for right now. We'll bring it back in January. Also, we now have in the hot seat on the website, so it has its own little separate page now. I'm finally catching up with building that. So that's on the website, and soon there will be like a contact form you'll fill out, and then you can schedule when you want to come on live or pre-record. And we'll be doing 2 a week, but that's just some of the changes that are coming up with that. So I wanted to come on just to say that first before I bring our guest on. And yeah, so that is that. So we're just gonna wait a minute. It's just weird being on at like 12. So if you're watching the replay, I'm doing this at 12 instead of like nighttime. So this is definitely a different thing. But I'm gonna make sure our guest is coming on here live in just a moment. I came on a little early. So just giving me a moment as we go through this little awkward silence. Y'all pray for me. But in the meantime, I'm just going to ramble on. So, as we wait, as we make sure everything's good, as we wait, hey, there she goes. I came on a few minutes early just so I can explain what's going on within the hot seat and everything. All right. Well, you guys, without further ado, I'm going to bring our guest on, and I'm going to let her speak and have the floor. So, give me 1 second as we wait for Instagram to let her on. Okay, that is loading. So thanks again. If you're watching this or watching the replay, hey, I'm excited to talk to you. There she goes.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. I'm just doing my usual rambling before I get this started.
I hear you. Warm them up.
Yeah, it's so different being on at like 12:30. I'm so used to nighttime, but I'm excited nonetheless. So, as I was saying, I'm gonna let you lead. Just tell us your name, what you do, and just give us a little background on a little bit about you, so we know.
Yeah. Hello, everyone. Yes, my name is Ali Rivera, and I'm the creator of the Diversity and Anti-Bullying Academy, which is an academy of online courses and ebooks, workbooks for parents, so that they know what and how to teach kids about bullying prevention and how to embrace diversity. So, because we want to keep the kids safe, because a lot of parents come to me and they're so frustrated because they say schools are not doing anything, or they report something that happened online, with cyberbullying, and they really have no guidance because they lack that access to in-depth anti-bullying education. So that's how I help parents.
That's all. How did you get into this line of work? Because first of all, this is amazing what you do. And second, how did you just end up just starting, or how did that start, or how did that end up?
Yeah, funny thing. Well, I was bullied as a kid, but when I became a parent, my baby in kindergarten got bullied, and I was so just shocked because I didn't expect that at that age.
Yeah.
I thought that I had gotten bullied because I was an immigrant. I had to, I had to assimilate. So I thought maybe that was why it happened to me. But it kind of opened my eyes when it happened to my daughter. And I just started doing research because I was trying to get her help, and the school actually wasn't helping. They kept kind of sidelining. And I did the research, and I started sharing it with mom groups and with PTA and PTO and the community, the libraries. And then I just created a course out of it, and I created a parent's workbook with activity sheets for the children to be able to reinforce what the parents are teaching them from that book that I created. So it's been very rewarding.
Yeah. So that's such a touchy topic. I've been bullied as a kid too, and I was I feel like it's so, I don't want to say normalized, but kind of that, because it's just you'll just go through it, you'll just outgrow it. But like I can say firsthand, I've known like kids, like not to get like take a dark turn, like even in high school, like I've known kids that committed suicide just for being bullied,
Mm-hmm.
and it's just like, what exactly can we do? Like what can we do? What can
Yeah.
we do about that just to kind of get that communication going and
Yeah.
what
So
can
first, that's a great question. Thank you for asking that. So first and foremost, bullying is sometimes underestimated because people always think, oh, well, when I was bullied,
yeah,
but you got to think, we live in a new era where bullying follows you home through those devices that kids carry. And it is tormenting. So it really messes with your psyche, you know, your mental health because it's ongoing. And now people share more than just words at school. They can take a picture of you when you're not looking or a video of you. Say you just don't look good that day and it's just spread everywhere. You know, there's so many different types of bullying now. So what I tell parents is talk to your children about it. Educate yourself and talk to your children about it. Learn about the four types, that's cyberbullying, social bullying, verbal bullying, physical bullying, and learn what that looks like and give them examples that they can relate to. So you can't give a 2-year-old the same example that you would give a 14-year-old. You got
right,
to break it down to their level, you know?
yeah,
If you have to use some fun tools, I always suggest use what they're watching because those always have great examples of like, hey, did you notice that? You can say that was an example of social bullying. You know, I mean, I know that sounds geeky, but you can parents can
yeah.
probably find
I
that
get
some other
it.
way. But yeah, and of course I have the workbook and you can go to DaliTalks.com. It's $12. It's interactive. I made it easy, simple with cute
So,
pictures, very bright because kids that's how you're gonna get their attention.
right.
You know, with fun stuff. I also have a list of books that I recommend. And if you go into my Instagram, you'll always see book recommendations that I post on there. And I have different age ranges because bullying starts really kind of low in elementary school. In middle school, it spikes really high. And out of sixth, seventh, and eighth grade, the sixth graders always have it the worst. And then in high school, it drops down some. So yeah, we got to get those kids ready in elementary school because you know it is happening, and kids are so much more exposed to things now that
Yeah.
they're using that, like all those jokes, or especially right now with our atmosphere in the nation.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like
They're
just easy.
repeating things. Yeah, they're repeating things that are offensive and they don't know it, you know? So we got to talk to them and say, hey, baby, you don't say that, you know, like that's offensive. That's not right. Or that's not true. You know, these stereotypes that they're hearing. We got to talk to them at least 15 minutes daily. Not go wash the dishes or go make your bed. I mean, like talk with them
Yeah.
and say, hey, what's going on? You know, what worries you right now? Try to get those open-ended answers, you know, instead of them, because you know, my kids are like, "How's your day?" It was fine. I'm like,
Yeah.
"Okay, did you
Mine
like
too.
it?" Yeah,
My
yeah. You gotta pull those answers out of there, you know.
Yeah, mine's like, yeah, I don't remember what I did today. I'm just like, so I like that you said like the open-ended questions and stuff. So I was like, that's good, like
Yeah,
to know. So do you
right.
work with like all different age groups, or do you have like a particular one that you really hammer in on?
So yeah, usually I work with all ages, but yes, I do specialize with kids from third grade to eighth grade, because
Okay.
those are I try to catch them when they're young, but
Yeah.
not too young. I mean, that I leave also to the parents. I always encourage parents as soon as children are able to speak, um, start speaking with them. And you might think, well, that's too young. Like, but believe me, these little kids are sponges. If
Yeah.
you explain a very complex word to a child, and if you just keep giving them examples over time, they're gonna know it probably earlier than kids that are the same age. You know, it's just about how you do it. So yeah, I specialize with third graders to eighth graders because that's the age where it starts kind of
Yeah.
starting to climb. Yeah. And I do one-on-one coaching with the parents. So if they want assistance with how to file a proper report, and there's so many things that parents don't know, like there's an appeals process for the investigation. There's a certain amount of time that the school has legally to give you an answer. There
Ooh,
are other avenues aside from going through the school to get the corrective action or the solution that you want. But parents don't know this because, you know,
yeah.
the schools they're too busy to bring this to the parents. They just want those A's and B's, you know, they want kids
Right.
attendance. Yeah.
Exactly. Like the grading
Hmm.
and stuff. I do have a question someone wanted me to pass on. Do you help kids that are the bullies, or do you know like a resource that can help them out as well?
Yes, so thank you so much. I do get this question often. I've actually had parents before COVID. I used to have in-person workshops, and parents would come up and say, "Hey, I think my kid is a bully." Like, well,
Yeah.
kudos to you for recognizing that, because a lot of parents they carry shame for that, and they
Yeah.
shouldn't, because we do the best that we can. But what you can do is also talk with them and try to find out what is causing them, because if you know it's not coming from home, then it's coming
Yeah.
from something or somebody that they're watching. Sometimes it's peer pressure. Sometimes it's because kids who get bullied get so fed up that they become the bully. Sometimes um, kids want to be the popular kid, so they think that being aggressive, controlling, and sometimes even violent is a way to get attention and to be seen as the almighty powerful popular one. So
Yeah.
those are some of the few reasons. There's many more. You know, sometimes it is because there's one particular person in a home who is probably modeling that behavior. Some kids don't even realize that bully, because that's what they live in. So how can you
Right.
know any better if that's what you live in, you know? Yeah.
Ooh, goodness.
I'm
But
trying not
I
to,
know
yeah.
that like this was so informative just for like these few minutes. But do you have any projects or anything that you're working on that you'd like to share with us or the community, like heading into 2021?
Yes, definitely. I have two courses coming out in February timeframe. I might do it a little earlier, depending on how much work I can get done before then. But one of them is a bullying prevention 101 course, and the other one's going to be strictly a proper reporting methods. And you can actually go to DaliTalks.com, my website, and download a template that I created that you can use as a guide to start your report if it's happened or if something has happened already. And it's really good to have on hand, because maybe your child didn't get bullied, but maybe another child in your in your child's classroom, or
Yeah.
a cousin or a niece or nephew, somebody might have had an accident or an incident, and that guide is helpful, because I remember when I had to report what had been happening to my daughter, I was so frustrated and angry and just
Yeah.
torn to pieces, that I'd forget little details. So
Yeah.
this template is like a fill-in, like, where was it? Was it online? Which online,
Oh, that's awesome.
platform? Yeah, was it at the park? What time frame? You don't have to actually have a specific, like 12:41 p.m. or maybe it was around first recess or second lunch or whatever, just so that when the investigation happens, they have an idea. And also, like, they can reach out to witnesses. Like, the more they know, the better it is for you and your child, and the better uh, likelihood it will be that they will create the right solution for your child.
Awesome. So my last thing, where can we find you? I know you said your website, but
Hmm.
where all can we find you online besides Instagram?
Yeah, well, I am on, my handle is Dali Talks, and I am on Pinterest here, of course, Facebook, LinkedIn. I have a YouTube channel. That one's more, I give like resources from other
Okay.
business owners. Like right now, today's interview is about a lady who offers art classes for kids virtually, because one of the things that I focus on is building up your child's confidence is the best tool to combat bullying, because if they know how to respond well with confidence,
Yeah.
they'll be fine. But that's not easy. I was that shy kid. I didn't become confident until I was well into my like mid 20s.
Yeah, me too. So I can relate there.
Yeah.
Are
So
you
yeah,
under
so
the same name for all of? Well,
yeah,
okay.
Dali Talks for all of them, and also DaliTalks.com, my website, and you'll see the book on there, the ebook. It's digital. I do have a physical version available, and there's more information about me, and then I'll be posting on there the upcoming online courses, and the online courses are less than $50. So
Okay.
they're totally affordable
Yeah.
because I know how parenting is.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a struggle.
Yep.
Awesome. Well, that is honestly all I have for today. I really appreciate you coming on and sharing all of this. This is, yeah.
You too.
So,
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I appreciate the platform that you're creating for moms. Just, something small like this, like just a few minutes of giving us exposure so that we can share what we have to offer.
oh,
And I'm always here for you, sister. If you need anything, you just
oh
email me.
yeah. Trust me, I was like, I already have like ideas for 2021, but I gotta get it organized first. But
I
like,
hear
I
you.
will be
Yeah.
reaching out back to some of y'all to do some more things to kind of like help the other parents and stuff in the community. But
I look forward
thank
to
you
it.
so much. I'll be in touch
You're
anyway.
welcome.
I gotta email you some other stuff. But
Okay.
thank you for coming on. It's a busy morning, and I hope you have
All
a
right.
great day.
You too. Bye. Thanks.
Bye. All right, you guys. Thank you guys for tuning in. This was the last episode. Again, if you signed up and you didn't get any emails or anything, please check your spam or your promotionals tab. And also keep an eye on the website. We now have a section for In the Hot Seat, so you can just go ahead and head over to the site. Soon the form will be up, so you can fill it out so you can come on for next year and schedule and everything else. But other than that, y'all have an amazing day. If you're catching the replay, thank you guys for tuning in, and we will be back.